How's it going? This is Anthony with Rugged Reason. I'm out here checking on my homestead. I forgot my mics and my gimbal, unfortunately, because I was in a rush. But I thought I would just show you kind of the property. These are the panels that I installed, and they are currently running my solar system. Let me show you. This is the switch. It's hard for me to see here. To turn them on and off. I've got everything, wired. Again, I'll have how-tos on how to do all this stuff. And again, I've got, coax, which is also buried on the in the ground. And then I'm just gonna do a quick walk through here. It's kind of a mess on the property, but let me just show you. So that's where, this needs to be fixed up, but that's where I'll kind of keep the generator. It's a makeshift, little housing for it, so it keeps the rain and the snow off of it. But eventually I'll build something that's a little more secure. This over here is my little storage shed, which I had built to match the main cabin. Again, these are just these are sheds that are being converted. Oh, let me show you, see if I can turn this around. No, I can't. Okay. So up there, where is it? That's Starlink. Am I getting it? Yeah, so I've got Starlink connected. I'm using the mobile version, but I got the home, kit to connect to a house. So, they don't offer house Starlink out here, but I'm just using the RV one, like I said, with that connected to the the mount. And then if you look over here, this is where I installed I have the inlet for the solar going in. This right here is an SPD, which is a surge protector device to keep any surges from damaging the solar system. It's basically meant for lightning, because I've got a grounding rod here. Everything's to code, and then there's an inlet, because essentially what happens is the signal goes into this junction box where the SPD is, and then the line then goes from the SPD into inside, and then that's connected to the solar system, or the solar panel. So, or not solar panel, excuse me, the inverter. So this is one of the other buildings, but this is mine right here. Again, I had it built to have a normal door. I've got windows in the front and the sides, and I've got it facing south. All this needs work, but it's very well situated. I have it strapped down, because that's a requirement up here too, is strapping, which I can kind of show you right there. And then you can see underneath kind of the pillar system, which I'll be doing how-to videos on how to build those pillars, so that you have a really secure foundation, which is all accepted. These are all to code what Apache County requires. So if you follow this design, which is actually a public design, which I'll reference to, it's very cheap and you can do it yourself. And then up here, you can kind of see it. I put the outlet for my temporary wood stove. So if you're putting in a permanent wood stove, there's requirements on how high these exhaust pipes have to go, and how that has to work. But because mine's temporary and it's arguably, just a camping stove, it just has to be able to not catch the building on fire. So you got the, the flashing kit up there. And then I built that exit module out of wood, which I'll do a how-to on how to do that as well. But you can kind of see the property out here. I mean, there's really not much. It's very peaceful. You can kind of listen. There's nobody around, but it's safe out here. There's a main road not far, or actually, at the end of the driveway, it goes to the street, and then the street goes to the main road. But yeah, there's people up here. I have neighbors that aren't too far away, but it's remote enough that for like an emergency bug out, you know, you'd be far enough away from the masses of people, and all you'd have to be able to do is defend, you know, your property out here, which, you know, I do want to build a more secure fence. I have some basic security, booby traps, and you know, cameras that are motion activated that go to satellite. So I have, you know, I'm monitoring this property 24 hours a day, and it's all being recorded. And I would be alerted if anything happened. But in terms of physical barriers, I want to add more. But yeah, I mean, if out here it's pretty peaceful, and it's a perfect place to build something like this. You know, it's a nice place to come up to go camping too. I've got a grill which you can kind of see set up, which this works great. We make you know, hot dogs and burgers and stuff, and then over here, which we're going to be expanding this and making this a little nicer, got this fire pit, which I moved the chairs away from it, but you know, Adirondack chairs and things. So it's just it's a fun, peaceful, nice place to come to. You know, backup property, and you know, at night you can see all the stars in the sky, and it's a really beautiful spot, in addition to being like an emergency you know, bug out location. So throughout my videos, I'm going to show you each thing step by step, how I did this. I'll have how-tos. I'm also going to have courses that you can buy that will, you know, kind of go into further depth into that. A lot of the legal stuff, how I found the land, you know, and documents with all the details and instructions, including the videos. So you get a lot more value if you, you know, get the course, but you don't have to. A lot of the content's going to be online, but I do recommend getting the course so that you avoid the pitfalls that can come along with trying to do something like this, and you just get all the information. But anyway, this is it. I just wanted to make a quick video, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, stay rugged, keep your reason. All right, that's it.